Hey!
All right. We got it going on. We're big on the screen this time.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's almost like we might be having our shit together a little more.
Except we didn't have a tablecloth.
Except the one thing that I'm responsible for in this whole ordeal, I forgot. So,
but we have the back panel off my car. We improvise with it right here.
Yeah.
So anyway,
we had to change that from memes to cartoons.
Cartoons, yeah. It's good to see you in person. You know, all I see is cartoons of you.
Yeah. Well, that's what's funny is it's a lot of times it's me talking to myself in the cartoons.
Right.
And why does everybody got beards in these things?
That's back when I used to run my modified. That was how it went on the way home. Like the crew chief and driver would all fight, and it was all just me.
Yeah.
I went by myself.
Bubba Jones, that's now one of the owners of Boot Hill, he always used to post a picture of his empty truck or motorhome, whatever he was in, said him and the crew's headed to the races. I always thought that was funny. I wanted to post one when I'm in there by myself. Said me and Bubba Jones's crew headed to the races.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna see what we're gonna talk about right here. Look at that race car shit.
It's decided.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd have never thought that was gonna happen. Talking about that, one time I go down to Ventura Raceway, and I'm by myself. Like, my crew guys, I had crew guys, and free help, whatever. So one of them says, "Hey, I've got a trip, wife, whatever, and I'm like, okay. And the other one's like, "Hey, we're going to the desert this weekend." I'm like, okay, no problem. So I don't tell any of them that the other one's backed out. Like, I'm not gonna, I can't do it,
Yeah.
And so I go down to Ventura Raceway. It's like their fair night deal or something. I'm by myself, and before we take the green, some asshole runs into the back of me and pops my left rear tire, knocks it off the bead, whatever happened. And so I'm done, right? I'm like, I got nobody to change tires. I've brought no tires to pit lane, nothing. And so they have a hot lane there. You go off of turn 3, and the hot lane's right on the backside of it. I'm driving around, and there's a guy with a jack and a tire, like, in front of me. So I scoot over because he's obviously there for whoever run into me.
Right.
Popped his tire too. So I scoot, and he scoots in front of me, and like I swerve, and he steps in front of me again, and I lock it down. They run around, jack my car up, and they throw a left rear on it, send me back out. Right. So I go on. I don't remember what I got in that race, but when I got done, I go into the pits, and I'm like, whose tire do I have on my car? And there was another guy that traveled a little bit. That's back when I was traveling with the IMCA, my A-Mod. And he told me who it was, and he's like, I told them guys you didn't have any help, and so like they got me shut down, got a tire, who knows what size it was, but at least I got to race a little bit and whatever, so
those first lap flats fucking suck.
Yeah, for sure. So anyway,
so we got a special guest today, right?
Yeah, if that all works out right, Ethan Dotson's going to join us, coming off of his first World Outlaw late model win, and so
I'm just checking to make sure we're all good on this end.
Yep. All right, we got.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
your show looks interesting. I have to give it a watch. Yeah, please do. We're always on here every Tuesday, and just screwing around. And if you'd like to put it on your big screen at the house or in the shop, head on over to the Dragon Slayer Inc. YouTube page.
Yeah, Dragon Slayer Industries on YouTube. My buddy Skinny likes to watch it on TV. He says it works better on the YouTube over there. But either way, we're just glad you're here.
Oh yeah.
Some lady named Tanya Williams is. She says she's here.
I just seen her.
Yeah. So anyway,
what's up there, Bump Jack?
So anyway, yeah, we have Ethan Dotson. Thank y'all for all the comments right here.
Oh, England. Hell yeah.
What's going on with racing over there in England?
Yeah, I think this is the first person we've had from England.
Yeah.
He looks just like James Bond.
And well, I can't see that far, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
It was an actual picture of James.
look at there. Your mom's checked in, and now my mom. Our moms are watching.
Both
us.
moms are locked in.
And so yeah,
if nobody else is watching, we know our moms.
That's
are
right.
watching.
Our moms are supporting. So so that's cool. You got to have that kind of support.
Yeah, we're so we've got I don't know what all we got going on this week. Not much. This Saturday, I just talked to Owen on my way over with Houston Motorsports Park. We're going to be running Crown Vic over there. So
Yeah.
I look forward to if we got time after this or tomorrow, I'm going to do a little video about going over there. So first time a Mazelle's been raced on asphalt track since Dad did in ARCA.
Oh wow.
So
How long ago was that?
I think his last race was like 2000.
That's crazy. That's not that long ago.
It sure doesn't seem like it, but
Yeah, it is. It's 25 years ago.
Yeah.
I like to think the 90s were 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, me too.
Jack says he used to have sidecar racing, and Dad said at local beach. After that, I don't know. That's sidecar racing's pretty cool shit.
Yeah, I've seen some videos of that. Those guys there are nuts.
And then we got Tyler J.
All the way
from Ontario, Canada.
All the way from Canada.
What are you doing up there in Canada? You
A
drinking any beers and doing any racing?
Yeah. Do you know our other buddy from Canada, Tristan Selsby?
Yeah.
He gave me some Canadian whiskey, and I think the most of it got drank, and then somebody left the cap off the rest of it. So I don't know where it ended up, but it was funny that he gave us that whiskey, and then we get back for the 600 and all this stuff, and Donna's and Renee were over at the shop, and we're at the shop drinking. So I ended up drinking some whiskey from Canada, given to me from a Canadian with some Australians.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So I thought that was kind of a cool deal.
Oh, look at Brett. He's trying to steal your shiner through the through the screen. He needs a long straw.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of jealous of Bradley here because he got to go see the Cross Canadian Ragweed concert last week. So I'm a little bit of jealous of that guy. Oh, Illinois here.
Got John Kitzel from Illinois running street stocks. Street stocks are my favorite.
Me too. I hate that they're not bigger than they are around here.
But I drove some modifieds and stuff like that. And I mean, I won a championship in the sport mods, and
I drove a late model. It's a blast to run, but as far as it takes a lot of pressure off of stuff off of you. I feel like street stocks is a little more fun.
Yeah. I love running the street stocks. And
Owen said Mike's a shiner drinker.
And Mike is a shiner. Which Mike? Where did I lose track? Mike Riley
before.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I just lose track here. James Pruitt. I run my mouth.
I've heard that about you, but
yeah. James a big supporter of mine.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He didn't really tell me that. I was just kidding.
I was just kidding. He buys stuff from my business. He called Day and bought some sheet metal when I was originally putting the car together for the 600 and all that.
Well, I already like the guy then.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy, and he's from Bakersfield, and he lives down in. I should have got a hold of him last time. He lives down there around where TJ and all them live.
Oh, around Corpus?
Yeah. He's down kind of in that area.
Oh, yeah.
I actually, when we went to South Texas Race Ranch, I messaged him, and then they had something going on, so they couldn't come over there. But I should have at least messaged him last time. He's a great guy.
Yeah, Dad's watching from Texas.
From Pert, Texas.
Yeah.
Or is he in Pert or is he in White House now?
He's in White House.
In White House right now.
Mark Jones says, "What do you think about mini stock 4-cylinders?" Well, I've drove a little bit, all of them. Brent, well,
I'm hoping that's a hat he's wearing.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, the mini stocks. I started out in a Mustang 4-cylinder mini stock.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I've ran a front wheel drive 4-cylinder before. I didn't like it as much, but hell, I don't know that if as long as you're racing, who gives a shit?
Right.
Mr.
Thank-
Tommy Temple.
Thank you very much, man. We're trying to get it all together.
Hope you're doing good there, Tommy. I don't know if you remember this guy right here, Tommy, is world famous from the Chili Bowl. He was the guy that drank out of his binoculars in the
Oh,
background. You remember that video? It was
Yep.
behind David Spain. Oh yeah, world famous guy right there.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, he used to do the best commentary. He did live videos, video in the races,
Yeah.
and it was some of the best content you could ever watch right there.
We got West Virginia coming in, Ronald Piles.
Hell yeah.
Happy to
We got a little bit of somebody from everybody.
Heck
everywhere
yeah,
right now.
man.
Florida.
We're having a good comment week already.
Good comment week so far.
That's fun.
Yeah, well, we like the comments because that helps us. Because if we don't have nothing to talk about, then
talking about so we were talking about 4-cylinders. The only 4-cylinder that I've ever drove was Fred Lobster. I had a buddy call me that used to be in Bakersfield. Bakersfield's a good place to be from.
Yeah.
It's a good place to move out of right now. But so I used to race with Keith Hazlett and Dave Bauer, and they were friends in Bakersfield. Keith moved to Oklahoma years ago, and Dave's been there about a year. They're back running together up there.
Yeah.
But they're going to try and get a 600 car ready. And I told him, I'm like, dude, the Fred Lobster is a blast. And
it's twice a year.
So he was hitting me up about Fred Lobster cars. What are we going to, what do we use? Whatever, Dave.
Yeah. 4 cylinders, bring it.
yeah. That's what I told him. He's like, does it need to be caged? And I'm like, nope. Yeah. And so Leroy Smith, North Florida Street Stock.
Another one of our Canadian buddies. Snow's gone up here. Done put the sleds away to get stock cars out. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, the first time I went to Minnesota and Wisconsin was the only time, or the first time I've ever seen a snowmobile in person. Because we don't have them here.
Right.
There's no reason to have them here. And it was on Hot Carl's, and he puts me on, and he says, "This is my wife's. Just don't wreck it." And I take off on that thing. And I look down, and I'm doing 90 across the lake, and I said, "What the fuck am I doing right now?" Woed her way on down, eased it back. He was like, "I didn't expect you to do that." I was like, "Yeah, I didn't either."
My dad, I got 2 snowmobile stories. My dad had a Honda Odyssey before they had all the independent suspension and stuff. Like
I remember those things.
Early 80s, late 70s. And he had a custom built frame. He put a snowmobile engine in there because they're belt drive and all that.
Yeah.
That thing was wicked stupid.
Like sand dunes and shit?
No, because I was racing 3-wheelers. Actually, that's right before I got into racing 3-wheelers. He raced it flat track, oval and stuff.
Still with the belt deal on it?
Yeah. That's the way all the Odysseys were that way.
Oh, no shit.
And so, yeah, he raced it, and it was insanely wicked. And then I'm hitting some of these comments, and we'll get my other snowmobile story is when I was little. My parents lived in the mountains, and we had this great friend, Bob Wilshire.
Yeah.
And I got a snowmobile, and my mom's watching, so I'm gonna let this be known. But I got a snowmobile for Christmas, and it was used.
Yeah.
But to this day, I don't know whether Bob just gave that to me or my dad and mom bought it and gave it to me. I don't remember looking back on who.
Yeah. Where'd this come from?
Yeah, where exactly it come from. I was just glad to have a snowmobile.
Yeah.
And I never did all my life.
I like watching them try to skip them across a pond.
Oh, yeah. That's badass.
Yeah.
Crawford County Speedway, home track.
Hell yeah. I kind of know where that's at. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, we've been working on Jesse's car. He got the transmission out of it yesterday. We're swapping from Power Glide to a 3-speed.
Yeah.
Which how we've had trouble out of that car. We finally got it running good. Used their transmission brakes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to swap it over to a 3-speed. So he's getting all that stuff figured out, and hopefully he'll run it this weekend somewhere, maybe Hunt County or maybe RPM somewhere.
That reminds me, I have a transmission. I need to go. My son was here yesterday, and I didn't hit him up about going and picking that transmission up.
Oh, you got you another one?
Well, yeah, Skinny sent some stuff out, and he's got some transmission tools for you if you want to delve into
the Power Glides.
The Power Glides.
Oh, well, I've got like 3 or 4 broke ones now. Yeah, so I got plenty of time. I got plenty to fuck up on.
Our wonderful. Hey, let's bring up a little graphic on that. But Skinny sent transmission out and some gauges and stuff for me for these other cars we got going together. And I think there's some transmission tools in there for you, and there's a transmission in there.
Hell yeah! Also, a big shout out to Skinny. He's helping me on my Australian trip coming up. That I'm leaving on next month. So, for the end of next month, it's a June trip, but I think by the time I get there, it'll be June. But,
right.
Big shout out to him. Thank you so much.
He's a super good guy.
What a good guy.
He's just supported my race, and we're no relation, but somehow
I'll tell him he's my kinfolk.
Yeah, somehow we cross paths. He does. He's just always treated me so good and helped in every way, and it's been great. If you're out there in Bakersfield, California, in Kern County, definitely you need some automotive work. Stop by and hit up Skinny's.
Yeah.
He's just an awesome guy. Helps out a bunch. Help those that help us.
Definitely. What's up there, Matt? What's up, boys?
Matt Crawford.
Yeah, and see, Christopher Smith said nothing finer than a Shiner. That's true. I'm usually drinking Lone Stars, and they were out, and so I said, well, I'm gonna go with another Texas beer, Shiner Bob.
So Matt, I can't see that picture real good, but I think if it's a Matt Crawford I'm thinking of, he's a Bakersfield guy.
Oh yeah,
and yep, hometown racer from Bakersfield, California.
Mom said he is family now.
That's right.
Talking about Skinny.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as good as he cooks, definitely he's invited to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Turkey may come out of a barrel, but it's fine. It's good.
I don't give a shit.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
he's family. It's what there's some thing about you don't have to be blood to be family or something, and he's damn sure family.
Brent York there, I talked to him quite a bit Saturday. He's got some cool hot rods. We had a few beers together. He loaned me a Coors.
Brent's giving you hell about your small drinks there.
Yeah.
Dave Smith, first time here.
I just opened it.
We're glad to have you, Dave.
Yeah, glad to have you. Well, welcome to the shit show.
Yeah, welcome to the shit show. Glad y'all are hanging out.
Dad, ready to party again at the Well, it's going to be his birthday Saturday night.
Right?
This time.
Yeah.
Skinny told me, he goes, man, I can't wait to party with your dad again.
I just want to make sure the 360 camera gets put on right. I tried to hit it. It was mounted to my car. I tried to get it so I could get your dad's dancing last year, and somehow I must have double.
He somehow knew about it and missed it.
Whatever.
Chris commenting on my shirt. Yeah, I mean, I'm a '90s kid, so I gotta wear the wrestling back when that was a cool thing,
right? So we got Matt. Yep, crashed too much shit. Yeah, I don't know.
It's never too late to keep crashing.
Right,
shit.
right. So you're on hiatus. You're like me. Hell, I quit racing for a while. Now we're right back in the middle of it. So.
I'm sorry about that, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. That was.
I'm sorry that now we're friends and you're broke.
Yeah. Honestly, I was broke before, so it's just a matter of doing what you want to do and be.
At least you know where your money's going.
Right,
when I wasn't racing, I was like, where the hell is all my money going? Now I'm like, oh, there it is.
Christopher had New World NWO spray painted all over his first car.
That's funny.
Dave, we're
Yeah.
glad to have you here. So we got some first timers coming in
Yeah,
and
well, that's the
commenting.
same Dave.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it probably commented twice.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
All right.
That's
See,
fine. We're
I'm
still
not.
happy to have him here,
That's
even
right.
if he's here, even
Hey,
if that was his second time. It'd be his
show up
first time.
twice. We're fine. If you want, you can put one phone on Facebook and one on YouTube and just watch,
Oh
double
yeah,
watch it,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Double watch it. Watch it
all good.
rerun it later.
Getting on getting sponsors, how do you go about it? And is it worth it for running a single track? Won 1924 front wheel drive race last year, won 2 mini stock races, and plan to race the mini stocks in the next 2 years. So my thing is getting sponsors, bring a lot to the table. Take your car to car shows, do a lot of things, social media, all that stuff.
Yeah, there's more to it than just slapping a name on a car and thanking them in a Facebook post. I think
something that Billy does that I don't do enough is he walks around these cars after races and does sponsor appreciation videos, and I need to do that. I was even
I only do that if we did good. If I didn't do good, I get mad and I don't do it.
Right. I need to do that more, and I was actually here we go again with I was talking to ChatGPT about doing individual ones once a week, just kind of highlighting one sponsor and putting a little video out there, and
Yeah,
for everybody. But yeah, it there's so many people asking for advertisement now. You just really got to be involved and do a lot. And
well, I think a lot of it now is people are like, oh, you gotta call it marketing partners and stuff
Yeah.
like that. They see right through that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that just it is what it is. It's a sponsor, just like if you're bringing a little league team to deal or something. But I'm a firm believer in if somebody wants to help you, they're going to reach out to you and help you.
Yeah.
And just because you don't have a lot of people reaching out to help you, that doesn't necessarily mean people didn't want to help you. It's just not everybody can afford to.
and have fun. That's a big part of
Have
it
fun.
also, because people see you having fun. The car that's wherever it is from here, that I drive now for the enduros. I asked that guy. I had never won a race. His name's Jerry Pedro, and I won a bunch of races for him. I won my first race, stock car race, and it just got good after that. And we were drinking pretty far into it and I finally asked him, I go, why'd you pick me? I go, I'd never won a race, was like not a big deal by any means. And he had race cars and other people driving them. And he said, I watched you guys and you were always having fun. He said, you were just always having fun. You always invited everybody to eat with you. And he said, I just wanted to have fun.
I mean, that's a big part of it. That's something that's missing a lot with people is they want to bitch about it on Facebook instead of just go and have a good time. I try to pull something good out of every weekend. Like the solo race, we all had a shitty time, but we all got to hang out and had a good time afterwards. I'm still have a good time there. Uh, something else that's good as far as just getting sponsors. If there's somebody and you know them, personally or whatever, invite them to the track.
Yeah.
Don't get them in the stands. You need to get them in the pits. That's where the action's at. I don't know how many people I've took to the races over the years that started coming back on their own or asking when the next race is. That's an important deal.
And then I'm going to build on this right here. We're not really making this announcement, but with the live music that I have coming to the 600. So we're working on that. That's not 100% with Brad. I think it's 99%, but we're not an announcement.
It's not official,
right? But I did a deal with a guy that's an awesome band. We saw him and just were like, dude, he's awesome band.
Oh yeah.
And so I just hit him up and I'm like, hey, without any money trading hands, what about putting your band name on the car and you maybe do a gig or two for us? And he's like, I'm down for that. he's like, and I
That
help.
leads right into sponsorship type stuff right
Yeah.
there. It's not always a cash swap.
And so he's like, can I come see the car? And I'm like, hell yeah, dude. We'll use it if you want to do videos.
Not right now. Not right now.
Yeah. If you want to do videos and
Put the
whatever,
deposit back on it.
we'll make the car available. But then I call Brad and talk to him a little bit, and I'm like, hey, can I have a pit party Friday night? And so he called me right back. We got things to hash through and everything.
Brad knows we're partying either way.
Yeah, he knows we're partying either way. But so there's more than one way, and depending on what goes on, we may have him come in sooner and help us with like a fundraiser too. And that's where, because in the Lone Star 600 deal, there's not a whole lot other than my name being on the flyer with it, and yours also going on, but everybody's kind of helping each other out in that scenario.
A big group effort.
But if we can come in, do a little fundraiser, have a meal and a band and a good time and the cars and all that,
make it worthwhile for everybody.
Get us a little traveling money for the 600, or we can buy some tires for 2 days and whatever. Then that's where that works for us.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's awesome. We got to keep looking down here in case Ethan pops up, because he's going to show up down here, and I don't want him to he's at dinner and going to come out and talk to us if it all works out. So if we just shut down and pop him up, we're trying not to interrupt a whole lot of his dinner.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're excited about the Entertainment 600. You got to find a way to give your sponsor return on investment. Exactly.
I mean, that's true. And some of them, some people don't care. They just want to help you out.
Yeah.
But that's just a different type of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have one. I don't know what I want to call it. Facade business. Fake. Yeah. My Buck Ninja Outdoors sponsor. That's not a real business. They just like the logo and pay money to have it on the car, and they're great people. They're from Bakersfield. They're friends I've
and they help you a lot.
They help me a ton.
Yeah,
there's times that I'll just at the 600, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get tires and this and that, and I look down and my Cash App had gone off, and with no contact with him. He just knew I was down there racing and sent that on. So Tanya, your mom, says open trailers are rolling billboards, and that's true.
Dude, I love open trailers. We went to Hunter Hobson's memorial this weekend, right? Saturday. We mentioned him last week. Local racer, friend of everybody type of guy. He tragically passed away. And anyways, they had a little party send-off deal for him after the memorial, kind of like another memorial. It wasn't at the church and stuff. And a lot of the racers brought their cars in, and I think there was one enclosed trailer out of all of that. They fired them all off and stuff. But you're talking about people driving down the road at all these cars coming through at a place where it's not normal to see them.
Yeah.
Open trailers, I don't care how nice your enclosed is and how handy it is. Open trailer to me is way above and beyond on helping racing.
Yeah.
And I don't, I got to run, take my seat cover off and cover my air cleaner if it starts raining. If I whatever, who cares?
I went out there. It rained for 3 days on mine with no hood and no body on it. And after it got done raining, I just fired it up to help it dry out.
I fired mine up the other day. It's been sitting for a month outside, and
sound like a Mopar.
Yeah. And then I put the audio in one of my cartoon videos, and everybody keeps thinking it's a Mopar. No, the battery's just real low. I don't know enough about Mopars to know why they keep saying that.
So Philip Smith has a comment with nothing on it.
Usually that means they sent stars.
That's what I was going to say. That's usually stars on your deal.
If that's the case, we really appreciate it.
Definitely. Skinny, both be doing the whiskey dance. Like I said, I'm gonna keep that camera on.
Dude, I can't wait. I just ready to see everybody in one spot again. You know what I mean? I got a big chunk of my family that comes to that race, and the majority of my close friends get to make it. I hope GT makes it this year. He didn't get to make it last year, and it's always good to have him there. And TJ and
Yep.
TJ didn't get to make it this last year either. So
I'm hoping to have the factory stock together, and I got a father daughter duo kind of lined up to come out and drive around in that at the 600. My other friends that I'd really like to have, I think if we have anything left, we'll probably be at the solo the next time. I'll invite them out to drive that.
Yeah.
And, so
yeah, they'd love that.
But yeah, I think being 2 days, the fun of one Billy can drive one day and Sonny can drive the next, or vice versa.
Not me, Billy, another Billy.
Yeah,
all you know is Billy's and Chris's.
Billy's and Chris's. That's exactly right.
That was a different video, BY.
Yeah. It was.
You should see his rat rod. He's got a really cool rat rod. He was just telling me he's going on a 1,000-mile trip in it, but he's got like 40,000 miles in it. And he's got his limited mod motor in it. It looks whatever year. I don't remember what year he said that.
Rat rod kind of looks like it wouldn't make it to the end of the driveway, but it's good to go.
Well, his is actually like it's very well done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not like I would do it.
Right.
Mine wouldn't make it to the end of the driveway.
I have a friend that helps me. We drink at his house, and his made-up bar only goes. Heck yeah!
Hell yeah!
That's awesome. Yeah, I got people that are just on the car.
Yeah, I try to. There's several people, and it's like they're not helping all the time, or they don't realize that they're helping me. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like my good buddy Kamo, he the dirt track thing fella. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that song, and he helps me out a lot. And it's sporadic. It's whenever he feels like helping me out, and he don't really realize how much he's helping me out. He bought me a race suit.
Yeah.
I think last time I was over there, he gave me some headers or something. It's like it's always something, and I don't think he's doing it to put his name on the car. Right. He's just helping me out. And then like Denny Gabar, my buddy Denny down the road. I'll go over there and hang out with him and leave there with the back of my Tahoe. I've left there with when I had that Ranger. Whole back up. I'm driving on the road like this because there's so much shit. But he's like, I'm sick of all this shit in the shop.
Yeah,
and he gave me the tire machine that I got. He got a new one. He just here. You want it? Well, hell yeah.
And then you have some, and I understand this too, because I'm kind of this way with my business and 4-H and FFA stuff. I have people that don't want their name on the car.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when somebody else sees that these people are helping, they go to them, and that a lot of times, like, I'll help people with 4-H or FFA items, and they'll be like, "Hey, give us a card," and I'm like, "Man, just like no,
yeah,
I don't want all them calls Monday, like they just it turns into a big deal."
Maybe you should though,
right?
We got race cars to work on.
Yeah, maybe I should, but a lot of it's just wanting more freebies. Then
dude, it's all the time. I have people messaging me or in the comments or emails want me to sponsor them. I'm like, I'm barely making it. Like, this is my job, and it's a very poor decision on my part.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm out of debt just enough to be able to make it.
First car we had to pull with a chain. So
my first year we pulled my car on a U-Haul trailer.
There was a gal, gosh, I can't remember her name. Passed away too soon. Like I said, I'm getting really bad at names. But she drove an American stock, which would be like a Sportster out here, kind of really base, pretty stock model, a lot, just 4-point cage. And no, the husband drove that. That was a slower car. She drove the hobby stock.
Yeah.
And she'd been driving longer than him. And when they went home, they put the hobby stock, because it was a little more of a race car, on the trailer. And He pulled the trailer with the headlights, and she drove the American stock home down the road, and he followed her, giving her light behind her, and that's just the way they went to the races and back.
Hell yeah.
Somebody comment on that. Who was that at Bakersfield Speedway and that used to do that? But anyway.
Oh, this is this guy right here. That's Robert. That's Gumboot.
Oh, so
right, over in Australia, and I believe either Alan or Matt that's going over there is going to be driving his car.
Awesome.
So just don't make it faster than than my car, man. Just don't.
Right?
I know you did some work on my car. Just don't make it faster. I'm trying to win.
So he's getting probably the long check-in for the night, right? We've had Canada and
yeah. You got the long haul.
That's almost either direction, probably.
That's what we got. Like 4 countries listening in, I think.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Hell of a good night.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And circling back this weekend, Saturday, I'll be at Houston Motorsports Park. It'll be on raceon.com if anybody wants to feels like watching it. My asphalt racing debut, I guess, in a Crown Vic.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky enough because they have a few cars down there. I get to drive the number 50 car, which is my dad's number. So I thought that was pretty cool. Oh yeah, mom's talking about me and Jesse outlawing it back. It was a 3-hour drive home, and we leave the track after we'd already had I don't know how many flats. Dad brought us tires from Walmart on his big truck because he was coming from West Texas, and we had no taillights on this trailer. It's never had taillights as long as I can remember. And there's a gas station right down the road, and it had the old school flashlights with like the D batteries. So I bought 2 flashlights, pack of D batteries, and a sleeve of the red Solo cups. And I shoved them batteries up in the frame rails of the trailer and taped those cups over it, turn them on. We had probably 3 state troopers pass. It's never a problem.
I probably for Christmas or something, somewhere along the lines I was thinking about the other day. I think I'm just going to buy you a couple pair of them magnetic brake lights that go. You don't have anything with tail lights on it. Like you might even need on your vehicle, like just leave them plugged in and put them up on the.
Don't worry about my light. I got the headlight fixed on my truck, okay?
Right? But yeah, your trailers for sure.
I don't have no plates on them either.
You get to
or spare tires for them.
That car's nearly finished.
Oh, you're building a new one for you? Hell yeah! What kind of car is it, Gumboot? Because I want to know. And I don't know of all the cars that are over there. Like it's different type of cars, but I'm trying to. Like I remember the Tiranas, and we had the Cortinas, and it's a lot of Spanish sounding names for Australia specific cars.
And is it? What's its closest relative over here?
Yeah.
Is it a kind of a
make it left-hand drive?
Is it kind of a Ford thing, or is it like I don't know?
We need to get this guy right here over here to run at the 600 one year. He needs to start saving his money and come over here, and we'll find him a car to put him in.
Oh yeah,
he'd be a blast.
All the Australians that I met were a blast, so I have no doubt.
Yeah. And that's only like 5.
Yeah.
So
we sat. I visited with Han.
Oh yeah.
I spent a lot of time visiting with him, and we had a great time.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd come up.
I talked to him a bunch while I was over there.
A small cooler because he had a red and white cooler which matched my race car perfectly, and we sat there. I had to be sober because of whatever, but he drank and we visited. We had a great visit, and then he just got up and left. Like he was out. The next morning, that cooler was still there, and I'm like, right on, But he come and got it. And I obviously let him have it back.
Yeah, well,
which
he was like, "Why is this so empty?"
Yeah,
you, dude, it was you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh well, we got scammers on here.
Oh. Yeah.
Get out of here, Becky, you fucking ugly bitch.
We're not.
You ugly bitch.
We are not.
What? I don't know. See if it says, click block user.
There we go. Boom.
Wow.
Becky's gone.
All right, I'll double check that later. Should be able to another 57 Chevy for the 600. Dude, a 57, I would love to have a 57 body. I know as much work as you put into that one, there's not a fucking chance in the world that you'd build one for the 600.
Yeah. No, I might hang an actual 57 body on something, but no, we're not building another 57 Chevy body.
Would be cool though.
That's crazy.
Gumboot said, "Tell his wife that." But you can tell her to come too. All right, we'll figure it out. I mean, I'm gonna get with Donna's, and when I come over, we're talking about it. We're gonna figure it.
Looky here. All right, we're gonna shut her down because we got this guy coming on right here, and
look who it is.
we're glad to do it. So, our big World of Outlaw late model winner, man. I got
I'm
stuff covering you up.
I'm trying to block this old Becky bitch real quick.
So I tried to. Can you hear us? Did you send Becky?
Nope, I didn't send Becky.
So are you still walking on cloud nine, man? After winning your first World Outlaw race, or is it just the next step?
I got fucking humbled real quick the next night.
Well, it is racing, you know. That would have been a better win on Sunday. At least you could have enjoyed it all week long. Huh?
That's kind of. I definitely would rather win on the last day of a weekend, not the first day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's at least good to start the weekend off good, though.
Yeah. You get a couple hours of fame at least.
Yeah. So I watched that deal and you know, from racing. So you get out there, like you had a comfortable lead, and then you start hearing car noises. Are you listening to Luke? Don't screw this up, or what did he say, or what are you thinking when you're out there knowing that, because that's got to be like a first win again, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, to be honest with you, like my car felt so good that I wasn't really that worried about it. I felt like I could have kind of held off whatever. Just the lap traffic was getting a little hairy there. It was racy, but it was kind of lane dependent. So like you had to run the top on one end and get back to the bottom on the next end. So it was just trying to be aggressive enough through lap traffic, but not too aggressive and take myself out of the race. But yeah, it was I don't even, I'd be lying if I said I was like super nervous. I just felt like I was confident and my car was good, and I felt like I could that it was my night. So
that's awesome. Do you feel like coming up on lap traffic? You mentioned that. So I know we've raced together in lower divisions and stuff, but do you, like in the late models, in some ways it seems like they should, like lap traffic should handle itself better. But is it still the same cluster back there when you get to it? It's just a faster cluster.
to be honest with you, it's different because especially like racing those outlaw races and stuff is because, and I mean just shoot, the next night I was lap traffic, so it's just everybody's racing for points and every position matters. So like you're trying to, I mean them guys are trying to like be out of the way but still hold, you know what I mean, like
as
not
fast
lose
as they can out of the way,
and like you know what I mean. So it's, I mean they're still racing at the same time. It's kind of a happy medium deal, but
hell yeah. Well, something I've always wanted to ask one of your big late model guys right after a big win. What's your spring smash numbers? I was just always curious about that. Maybe what tires was you running? Maybe some bar angles or something. I don't know, send me some notes, maybe, or something.
yeah. Well, obviously you wouldn't wanted mine for the next night because it was fucking.
Yeah, definitely want Friday night notes.
Yeah.
So you want to thank any sponsors or anything? You know, Billy's, you don't get many followers on my side of it, but he a lot of thousands of people.
I just hit 150,000 today.
Yeah. So
did you? That's badass, man.
Yeah, and then I immediately hit 151,000. So it's we're on the up today.
But anyway, throw some sponsors out there just because.
Well, if all your people go over there and like ASD Motorsports and Ethan Dotson Racing, that would help us out a lot. And just my car owner John Henderson, Penske Racing Shocks, Longhorn, all my guys, RC, Nick, Brady, Chase, Jono, just everybody that helps us out, and Poskies, and just I have a ton of people that help me, and just super grateful for all of them, and just try to keep it going.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I and do go follow ASD Motorsports on everything. Your social media guy is pretty off the chain. Like the videos are, he takes a lot of time because we do some videos, and you can definitely tell like he spends a lot of time color grading them and cutting them, and like
He's got better equipment than us.
he makes them badass. That's for sure. So go follow all that
Yeah,
stuff.
I follow it, and it's definitely some good content there.
So we appreciate you dropping in. I know that you took time away from your dinner to come out and give us a few words. We appreciate that. We won't keep you too long.
Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it, guys.
If you're
Hopefully I can win something else and y'all let me back on.
Hey, yeah. We'll holler at you next time you win.
You have the link now. You just hit that up anytime you want. And, we see your face down there. We'll put you on. And
well, I appreciate it.
You be sure to let us know when you get back here around Texas too, and we'll always come out and hang out.
We'll drink a beer.
Oh, you bet your ass I will.
Good. We talk about old times and maybe that one time when I was actually able to beat you or so. And that's all I get to brag about now is, yeah, he's badass.
He does it all the time, too.
That was, hell, you beat me a lot of times, and I learned a lot from you. So, hell, I went to the Lee Jensen driving school a lot of times. So,
well, we really do appreciate you coming on, and it's our first time doing this deal, and it worked. So we'll get some other people doing this, and thank you very much.
I'm glad we got a professional race car driver to be the guinea pig for this.
Right? Yeah.
I'll make a good test dummy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're up there where your family is, tell them all I said hello.
Will do. Y'all take it easy.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
So that worked out pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, now we can start having some actual good interviews and stuff on here. Some good guests.
And and he told me, I called him just to congratulate him. We've known each other a long time, and I just kind of at the same time it was an afterthought, and I'm like, hey, why don't you come on? We've never done it before, so he agreed to, but he said he was having dinner at 7:30, which is, he's right in the middle of it, but he still stepped out and made time for us. So we really appreciate that.
Says hope nobody was rubbing their nipples during that interview.
John Coleman, Ethan, Badass Friday Night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna rub mine, but I'm on camera. I was waiting for those notes first.
Skinny says that was badass, guys. So yeah, we hope you like it. We're gonna have more.
Skinny, you need to change your name to Skinny on Facebook.
I need to. I thought about reaching out to Ryan Smith too, because I know he won over the weekend, but we wasn't sure how one would work, and so I didn't want to like gang up and have two. But I know he won in a 3D car. His dad's drove that car for Dave Tompkins, Dave and Jolynn. And so since he was a kid, he's always talked about winning a race in the 3D since he was a little bitty guy. I've known him a long time too. And he got to make that come true over this weekend. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, was badass.
So you was rubbing your nipples.
Oh yeah.
That's funny. Kind of like he's the guy. He's the nipple rubber guy, but like at the Chili Bowl, the one guy that's always in the background, which I got to meet this year. He was a really super nice guy. I keep belching. I don't know what it is. I don't do that if I'm drinking beer somewhere else. I think it's because I'm talking.
Just talking and sitting still. Maybe if you were up walking around, might work.
I need to start dancing. I need to start getting down like Dad.
Matt's a grandstand champion. Can he come on? Heck yeah, man. Yeah. Tell everybody how to win a race.
Yeah.
And that so often happens. Like if you have a little bit of an ill handling car or something, you go up in the grandstands later in the night, people are off in the beer and they're like, hey, you should have done this. And I'm like, I don't think you understand like how full my plate was holding just what I had.
Well, did you see that meme I posted the other day? It's actually a picture of me and Jesse. It just made me look like shit though, and it was really before the 600. I wasn't even worn out yet. You know, I might have been on. I might have been. But and I put I said when your buddy wins, but you've been fighting for your life for 12.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how that usually is. And people don't know. It's like, oh, you suck tonight. It's like, dude, I'm out of breath right now. You drive way harder mid pack than you do.
So my daughter, when she was driving mini dwarfs, they're like a dwarf car, but they only have a six or 9 horsepower Honda in them, and they're not fast. But I tell the story all the time. She was pretty timid in them, and so I'm trying to hype her up before she goes out, and she just turns and looks at me and she says, "Dad, I know when you watch these cars, they don't look fast to you, but when you're inside here, they're really fast." And I just died because I'm like, I kind of understand. My car is a little faster, but I understand what you're getting at.
I'm the same way when people talk shit about I see in the comments somebody talking about like factory stock or something. It's like, look, when I'm in the car, there's a lot going on. I don't
for sale or I don't.
I don't know. I've only know of a handful of people that said that they had the Longhorn modified chassis. So
Ethan's run a lot of Longhorn stuff.
Well, that's what his late model is.
So I think so.
Yeah.
But he run Longhorn mods. I don't know about B mods though.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely is having still with Longhorn and
our 3-link car. It's not one for sure. It's not long nothing.
Mine's a long lifer. It's not long. It's been around a long time. Yeah. Hey, everybody go get on TikTok. Yeah. And like not right now, but after we close this down. And 100 pit walkthrough. Just there for my birthday and awesome. Yeah.
Hell yeah. We're both on TikTok as well. So give us a follow on there, and if I see you right now, my TikTok's blowing up from these cartoons. So if I see you, then I'll follow you back for sure.
Yeah, and
hey, appreciate it, man. We appreciate the support and the comments. Hell, this isn't as easy as people think. We come on here every week.
Right.
With zero plans. Really.
Yeah, right.
We don't know what we're going to talk about, especially if we're not racing. Like we're like right now, it's not in the budget for me to do a bunch of racing, and I'm trying to save to get to Australia. I've already got the plane ticket bought, and got people like Skinny and several other people that have reached out and helped. A lot of people in Australia is helping out, and I'm making sure all the Australian money gets to the car.
Right.
Because I'm supposed to run 2 races when I'm down there. A lot of people don't know that. So we're hoping that all works out. But yeah. So Big O Screens, another one of my great supporters.
Yeah. I didn't put the one with the holes up.
Well, yeah, I'm still.
It's still in your way.
Yeah,
still in your way.
Anyways, Big O Screens. That's who I'm driving for this weekend at Houston Motorsports Park. Man, what a great dude. He's one of my biggest supporters and one of my good friends now, man. Such a great dude. That dude's give me probably 40 cases of beer. And that's not even I'm not even shitting you. When my driving with my Tahoe sitting like this trying to
you come back with a golf cart one time and
it was loaded down.
Thank you, Black Flag Lee. And
I thought you were Black Flag.
No, I hadn't been Black Flagged out here yet.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah. I don't think that was your fault, but
anyway, they were. Yeah. They didn't know me, or they knew Tracy a little better than me. So,
well, you know what happens.
But it was I was rooting for Tracy last. I'm like, I'm not on the track, so yeah, get it done, get it done. Yeah. He gets wheel discs and stuff. But anyway.
Okay.
So here's a good comment. What's it like from a 20-lap main event, going from a 20-lap main event to the 600? It is. I'm going to get the Big O deal out of the way here.
It's like driving to work versus driving to the other side of the country.
It is, and
in traffic.
so you just don't really have a good way to know where you're at either. Um,
Yeah.
so when they have a red, you score, and they're scoring off of transponders this year, so it's different again. But I say different again, but just different from what I did before. They kind of count down who's on lap 150, and if nobody holds up, who's on lap 130.
And the thing about that too is they're not always honest.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Some people don't want to say that they're out there in the lead because they don't want other people knowing.
Some people, there's no two-way communication, but there is. You can have somebody that radios to your car.
Yeah.
So there's some people telling them, "Hey, this guy's on the lead lap." So they're kind of. Some people are weird about stuff. I don't have nobody talking to me. I can't deal with it.
So the first,
I had to tell my mom to shut up one time, and I felt bad about it. But I'm like, tell me what lap I'm on, and that's it. I don't need a spotter.
So the funny thing, I'll circle right back right quick. But when I drove the asphalt late model, my buddy KV was the spotter, and he finally told me to shut up and listen, don't talk, because we were having a conversation. Well, yeah. I'm like, the asphalt, there isn't a whole lot of like. Well, I'm talking to him. He's like this, and I was trail braking. The Kern County Raceway had a drop that. And so I kind of trail brake to keep the car straight going. And he's like, we don't trail brake on asphalt. So I quit doing it and got slowed down. And he's like, all right, go back to what you were doing. But he told me to shut up. But anyway.
When Dad ran ARCA, they said that he was on the radio going, if we get this done early enough, we ought to make it to Thunder Mountain, which is the dirt track that was down here, at the time. So, because he was at Texas Motor Speedway then,
But it was the weirdest thing on Friday night. I run third. And, I didn't think the way I felt in my car, I had no idea where I was. I was just driving. We knew it was going to be hard on tires. So I was kind of driving by tire squall just as fast as I could. But it felt like everybody was going faster than me all the time. Yeah. I was passing cars, but I was getting passed by a lot of cars. Right. And you don't know, I didn't know exactly where my tires were at that point, whatever. And I'm just trying to drive it and save tires and do the best that I can and finish, right? Yeah. Going back to the old deal, first you got to finish. And so I can't even hear I don't know if their system was bad, my side of the system was bad. I can't even hear what the track officials are saying. And so we finally come to a stop, and I'm thinking, of all nights, all races for the Lone Star 600 to have 25 people finish on the lead lap. It's tonight, and I got 25th. And
that's what I always say. Is like, I'm doing shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm doing terrible. So the guy comes around and he's like, go to tech. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm top 5, And yeah. Then I got down there and was third. And so, but it's you're not wheeling that deal near as hard, but you're intense. Dodging other people.
It's a lot of you want to go every lap as fast as you can, even if it's a slow lap.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Yeah. It's sometimes if you're a faster car, you pass 20 cars on a lap.
Definitely.
Not every lap, but 20 cars. It's a crazy deal.
And every now and then, just a little bit of racetrack will get clear, and so you'll have a lap and a half of really
balls to the wall. And Devil's Ball was really like that. You could really air it out later in the race,
and then you catch that crowd again.
But then again, it'd get slick.
Yeah,
and so you're just fighting for trying to find some moisture on the track,
And but it's just Matt's from California. When you get up on I-20 here, the traffic runs bumper to bumper, 90 miles an hour, and that's no joke.
Yeah, we don't fuck around. I think they just keep raising the speed limit.
Yeah, in Texas and they have. I saw a cop in the median one time, and I was rolling 90 in a crowd, bumper to bumper, and I'm like, "What's his threshold of trying to pull somebody over?" Because
somebody's really gonna be fucking up.
Yeah, we were getting it, but. There's that same kind of thought is like, not all of them are good with fast cars. And that's why every now and then we have a 30 or 40 car pile up because when stuff starts going wrong, and it's the same way in the Enduro. And bless their hearts, the guys that drive the push trucks, they're
That's entertaining in itself.
yeah, that is.
Really.
They actually scored the pit truck at the first solo 275. I don't know if they did.
They
it
didn't
this,
do as well that one, but they
Yeah.
they got it running better this last time. I think.
Yeah. So
When I go to Australia, is what I'm assuming. I'm not touching one of those big ass spiders. Don's wife, Renee, Raz as they call her, she kept sending me updates every day about some spider that was in her house. And I'm like, shoot it. And she's like, we don't have guns. And I'm like, oh well. But I'm like, get rid of this damn thing. And she's like, it don't bother nobody. It gets all the little bugs. And I'm like, that is a bug. Like hell no. There's no way. So when I go over there, it's wintertime pretty much. It's like the beginning of their winter.
Yeah.
It'd be like our late December almost. So, you're talking about it might be 60 as a high during the day, and it's like 35 at night. So it's cold. It's up in the mountains. It's humid, so it makes it colder. But hell, we're up on an hour here, ain't we?
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gone fast. Shout out to Matt Curl. Right on.
Back to the scene.
Yep. And yeah, so damn, that went pretty fast.
Well, I feel like it was a pretty good one. If you've been following along this long, we will be back next Tuesday, same time. Starts at 7:30 Central Standard Time, wherever you're at. Well, we got 4 damn countries.
Yeah.
That commented.
I just call it Texas time all the time.
Texas time. Google it.
Yeah. It's not which.
Also, is Tulsa time.
I was going to say the exact same thing. Coincidentally, we're living on Tulsa time, but I call it Texas time. Are you planning on going to? I know you're going down south this weekend. Are you planning on going to Highway 19 the week after?
I don't know. So my nephew, today's my nephew's birthday, right? The second birthday, and they're talking about because my niece just got born last week.
Yeah, because we had a party for him last.
Yeah. We
were out playing guitars and stuff.
Yeah, we got a little brunch for him last year, and so this weekend they're talking about having, or this next weekend they're talking about maybe having a little get together for him since this weekend's Easter.
Right.
So if that doesn't happen and I have the funds,
right?
Yeah, we might go out there and see what we can do.
Yeah. So
I mean, it really ain't gonna take much. It's just I got a 454 in my truck, and that's really the biggest cost of it. Man, if we could click on that and put that one up on the screen there. If we could get some sponsor help to make it to somewhere like that,
yeah,
I'm down. I'm always down. I've been all over the place. Like I said, I'm going to Australia. I've been to Wisconsin. I've been to Mississippi. We go to South Texas a bunch, which is about the same distance. It seems like we get the funds. We can make trips like that. It's
and I got to have it soon enough that I can.
Yeah, you gotta.
I gotta have permission.
He's gotta have permission. I just gotta have money to go mostly, but I'm broker than most people think. I think.
Yeah.
I don't really have. It's not really. I'm not rich, man. And Texas is a long way away from Milton, Florida.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm always down to go. I love going other places and racing, and getting out of town, and so yeah. If you wanted us there, you figure it out, and I don't mind sleeping on somebody's couch. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
if you figure it out, we can make it there.
Yeah, we definitely get with us.
You find something out. You can always email me at theinfieldtractortire@gmail.com. That link is on the page.
And my old car doesn't fit much because it's injected, but maybe by then we'll have
even if you just want us to come down there and hang
factory
out.
stock or so. Yeah.
Or if you want us to come down there and drive something, then figure something out. I doubt there's not a lot of rules that play from Texas to there.
No.
I don't think my trailer can make it that far. I don't have a spare or taillights, as you've mentioned. So anyway, yeah, we're always down to go and do stuff. Like I said, I've been fortunate enough to get to go and do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
just don't have the funds to make long trips like that. I'm poor boy it. I poor boy it more than most people know. People are like, why do you keep making all these memes? It's so relatable. So because everybody else is broke too.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, and we thank you all for it, man. This has been a
Hey,
great
It's
show.
been a great one. We had a good crowd, lots of good comments. Make sure you come back next week. Comment again. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what you got going on.
We'll have
Big thanks to Ethan Dotson for
Yeah,
coming on,
definitely.
taking time out of his dinner to get on here as our first online guest or whatever you call it. Yeah,
remote guest.
Yeah, remote guest.
We'll have an update from Billy's Asphalt Adventure
Yes,
next Tuesday,
and hopefully another good guest.
and
See, another. Let's see. What are you saying before we get off here?
the 20,000 Super Race in September. So maybe we can figure something out to get.
Yeah, let us know. I don't do
Yep.
shit in September usually. We're usually getting ready for the 600
That's
September.
September is when I tentatively shut my race program down to start going through the car for the 600.
Yeah.
Just make sure everything's good.
Well,
and make
I
sure.
don't know if you're involved with the track or not, but I do have some stuff set up to where tracks have paid me to come and be a guest or whatever. I mean, we got 150,000 followers. You can get to do stuff like that.
So
yeah,
I'm kind of the opposite. Some have paid me to leave.
My dad is the only person I know that's ever been paid to not race the next night because he kicked their ass so bad the first night, and I always think that's the coolest fucking thing.
Yeah, that I've never really been paid to leave, but I've been kicked out of places. So, Ricky Childress Jr. Legends. So I was doing some stuff on Chat GPT. I know this is getting long. Sorry, y'all. And was asking. I kind of wanted to do a video on the history of Bakersfield Speedway, and so I was talking about the big name. I asked it about more well-known drivers, and I'll try and screenshot it. But Brad Pounds, Gary Dutton, and Ricky Childress Jr. were one in the list of names that it put out there. So so that's cool for you, Ricky.
That's cool.
Chat GPT knows you.
Yeah,
and
that's a computer.
Yeah. So hey guys.
Sorry Jesse, you're a little late to the party.
Yeah.
But you can always find us on YouTube.
Yeah.
And rewatch the whole thing.
Yep. Tomorrow we'll
same with Jeff.
Yep. Just found it. Come back next week. We're gonna get off here
next week. We find us on YouTube, and you can rewatch the whole thing. You'll have those up tomorrow and the next day probably.
Yes, sir. Ricky's been using Chat GPT a while. Well, that's why it knew you. It comes right across. So
yeah, it knows you.
And anyway, keep doing good, buddy. And Ricky's dad helped me. They've all helped me.
I'm guessing his name's Ricky Childress Sr.
Yeah, kind of like somebody else I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they. I parked my modified under my MCA under their carport one time, and that was just where I was for the rest of the year. They helped me a bunch. Him, his brother, his dad.
Sound like a good dude.
So okay,
all right.
Thank y'all.
We're out of here, guys.
Get out.
Thank y'all.
Get done.